English teachers. It's me, Steve Marcus, the president of the English Teachers of Spain, the private English teachers who work in academies or schools. I'm not talking about those who teach English in public schools or public universities. Big problem we have nowadays is a lot of Spanish kids are failing the exams, the Cambridge TOEFLs, Cambridge second B2, or the Trinities, or the GESE exams, even the IELTS. A lot of kids in Spain have no idea how to write a letter to apply for a job, or to promote tourism in their cities, or to complain about a bad restaurant, or even to give their opinion about the future, will it be electronic books or paper books or both. The problem often is not their English. They can't even do it in their own language. Because here, and also in the United States and in England, young people today are not learning how to do that, and maybe it's not fair to ask them to then do that in another language to prove they speak that language. Maybe in the future we have to find another way to test their English, because a really bright person should not lose out on going to Cambridge or Harvard with a scholarship simply because they don't know how to write a formal letter to promote tourism in their city when they can't even do it in their own language. The problem is not their English, and they shouldn't be eliminated. Is there another way to find out if they have good levels of English? Maybe translation of sentences. Okay, now there are other people who say, no, we should continue doing what we're doing, okay? But anyway, if you're an English teacher out there, be ready, because the first thing you should do is have your students write those letters, whether it's promoting tourism, complaining about a bad flight or a bad hotel, or applying for a job. Have them do it in their own language and see what kind of style they have. And then when you see that they have a good style, they only have to move it over into English. There are very few differences in style. Maybe to whom it may concern, or dear sir or madam, and looking forward to hearing from you, or I await to hear from you. Okay? Now, if you see that in Spanish they don't have a good level, or an American kid or a British kid doesn't have a good level in his or her own language and they're learning Spanish, that is the problem we face today as English teachers. It's often not a problem of the English, it's more often a problem of the culture. Here in the school Inglés Garantizado, which is guaranteed English, we're in a bunch of cities here in Spain, and we think we have hit the nail on the head, because nowadays we're actually teaching them how to do this in about 3 hours in their own language. And then when they feel more comfortable, they have an easier time getting it over to our own language. We've had excellent results. If you want to know more, give me a call.